Good morning and welcome back to the vlogs. Today is our penultimate day in Mallorca, and unfortunately the weather is a little bit cloudy today, so as you can see outside it is a little bit white and dim. Might be able to see the castle there in the background as well, but the plan for today is to go into the Palma Old Town, so it's probably quite good really that it's not too hot. Do a little bit of shopping and then hopefully get some drone footage as well of the cathedral. But we had to say bye to one more person this morning, which was sad to see them go. So all that is left is me, my girlfriend and my family. So it's been nice to have one last evening meal with just them. But it's getting quite late for breakfast now, so we're gonna head down quickly, have some food, and then we'll head out into Palma. And we've just had breakfast, really tasty again. Didn't go for the omelette today though, just went for the usual cooked with mushrooms, beans, hash browns and sausage. All of that was delicious, and then the usual sweets after. So went for, I can't remember what it was called to be honest, but it was something like Sandra or something, which was like an almond cake, so that was quite nice. Then the traditional ensaimada, which is sort of like an apple pastry, that was also really, really nice. And then obviously finished off with a shortbread star biscuit. We're now going to head off into Palma Old Town, hopefully get some drone shots like I said earlier, and then we'll do a little bit of shopping too. So we've just been shopping, spent about 2-3 hours going and looking in a few different shops. They've got quite a lot of independent shops, but also all of these big shops like Louis Vuitton, Zara Home. And so we had a look in all of those. Then we headed over towards the cathedral and managed to get some really cool drone shots, which you will have seen as well. But there was a scare because the drone actually went out of signal at one point, so I panicked and I was running around the side of the cathedral trying to get back connected to the drone, and thankfully all was okay. But then it started bleeping saying it was low on battery and trying to return home by going into buildings and stuff, so it was all a big panic. But we did manage to get it back safely, which is good. And then after getting some cool drone shots, we headed over to Riva Reno, which is an ice cream shop literally right by the cathedral, and it does really good ice creams, and you can see that it does that because it's got a good TripAdvisor review as well. Beth actually went there the other day, I can't remember if I said it or not, but she went to try and get a vegan ice cream and everyone was convinced that it wasn't vegan, so she went back and ordered it again, but this time they gave us something completely different, so She mustn't have had the vegan one to begin with. But to be fair, she did still say that it was one of the best vegan ice creams that she's ever had. Now we're going to head back for a dip in the pool as the sun has come out, which is good news. So it's a perfect amount of time really for some shopping, and now we can cool off in the pool. So we chilled out by the pool area for a few hours, and we actually saw quite a few of these dentists. So basically there's a dentist conference on right now. So there's loads of dentists in the hotel who are going for drinks, chilling by the pool, and they all look like they've got a little bit of money as well, as they've all got really expensive clothing, loads of champagne and stuff like that too. So we dipped in and out of the pool whilst reading a bit of Harry Potter, and then headed up back to the room where we've now just showered, got ready to go. I've got my All Saints white shirt on, which is one of my favourite shirts to be honest, with some black shorts and the usual grey pumps. And now we are heading down to the main bar actually today to have a drink and meet up with my parents, get a nice little photo at the top of the rooftop bar too, because it's got a nice little photo spot. And then we're going to head into, well actually we're not going to head into the Old Town today, we're going to probably stop off about halfway at this place called Hogan's, which is one of our family favourites. It's like a sports bar, so it's got loads of football, cricket, tennis, whatever you want on the TV. So we're going to stop off there, might get some food there, or we'll go next door, not too sure yet. To be honest, we're going to check to see how good they are for vegans and stuff for Beth. And then after that, we'll probably get a couple more drinks and then head our way back to the hotel. But it's our last night, so feeling very sad right now. It's 10:30 and we are back. So we initially had that drink at the top of the hotel on the rooftop bar. That was really nice. It was great views as well as the sun went down. Got some really nice photos too. And then we headed off to Hogan's, like we said before, where I got a Malibu and Coke. Watched a bit of the Japanese football versus Bahrain, I think for the World Cup. I'm not too sure what it was for, but that was interesting as well to see them play, because I don't often see them play. And then we headed next door for our meal, where I had the chicken katsu burger, which actually had a black bun. And then Beth had a vegan burger with a green bun. My mum just had some chips, and my dad had a Caesar salad, whilst my brother had a double cheeseburger. So all really nice food for our last final meal. We didn't have too much though for our last meal, because we did have some nachos and chicken wings at Hogan's at the sports bar. So that's why we didn't have too much. My mum only had some chips and dad had a salad. And then on the way back, I got a Kinder Bueno milkshake, which was unbelievable. And then my brother got some Nutella and banana crepe like he usually does, and again he loved that. And then it started raining a little bit as well. I don't know if you can see any rain on my shoulders or anything, but it did begin to rain, and I think it's forecast to rain in the morning tomorrow as well, which isn't ideal. But it's our last night now. We're going to head off to bed here. It's about 11:15 now, so I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's vlog, where we're going home back on the plane to Bristol.